Hey guys, Homicide here. Welcome to Danganronpa, episode 51. The numbers keep on growing. And basically, last episode, as you can see in the corner right here, Sakura has died. That's really all you need to know.
Dead.
Let's just do this. We're on the investigation. I'd better check the Monokuma file before anything else. Okay. The victim is Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. Yeah, why is it on the 3rd floor, not the 4th floor? Actually, that's a good question. Oh, because I mean, is it? Well, obviously, for the first chapter is on the 4th floor. Second chapter is on the 2nd floor. Third chapter was mostly on the 3rd floor. Because Taku was killed in a back room, and Hifumi was actually killed in the art room. So this is the only. This is. I knew you were gonna say it. I was just waiting. Like, when is he gonna say back rooms? There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. Oh, so that. No other injuries were noted. So there is actually a head injury that could have done her in. Although I don't even see it. So.
Me and you both have, we are very familiar with head injuries, aren't we?
Yeah, we were dropped on her head as a child, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that actually the joke you were trying to make?
Something akin to that.
Okay, cool. I thought you might have been serious, but I was not sure.
No, it wasn't.
I thought you meant like, experience with video game head injuries, and I was like, I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that.
No, I mean that we're fucking stupid. That's what I meant, okay?
I'm not stupid. Sort of.
We both have the stupidity gene.
Okay, occasionally, yes, true. Especially when it gets to be at 1 a.m. You know, that's when it really shines.
Those are my favorite times, though.
Exactly. Like, absolutely the most enjoyable part
Enjoyable.
of... It's already happening. It's only 9:40. Enjoyable part of this is just late at night, just about to die, and we're still going. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Oh no. Maybe it was
That's nice.
from the head injury? That doesn't...
That can happen.
I mean, it's possible. Although, it would be more
Suffer
likely
from violent vomiting of blood, that might be poison.
Yeah, actually that's true. But there's no other injuries, so it couldn't be like the neck or the stomach or anything like that. So nothing digestive. Okay, so poison or a head injury is the cause of death.
Maybe she done drunk
Hey.
herself to death.
Drugged herself?
Drunk.
She done overdosed.
She done overdosed on alcohol.
This definitely wasn't alcohol, because I don't think you can vomit blood from alcohol. Okay?
I wouldn't be so sure.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you could, but I've never heard of that happening.
If you get alcohol poisoning, anything goes.
Your liver is the thing that goes.
That, yeah. And, like, anything else.
Your life?
Yeah, your life can go.
Your life can go.
If you get alcohol poisoning once, like, that can fuck you up for a long time.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not an alcoholic.
Alcohol withdrawals can be deadly, depending on the severity of the addiction.
Yeah. Or they could just mess you up. I mean, technically, any alcohol is deadly in too much of it because it'll eventually.
But alcohol withdrawals can literally send you into fucking like full ass seizures, vomiting blood, shit like that. Shitting profusely, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like alcohol is just not great, you know? I mean...
Alcohol is not great. It's only okay in small amounts occasionally.
My mom's side of the family is like... At least some of them have history with alcohol. Especially one of her aunts, and she ain't right. You know, she ain't right. So...
Some people just ain't.
Don't do drugs, kids. Because she did more than just alcohol, to be fair, but still. That dude looks like George Carlin. I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why's that?
So...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door has been jammed shut with the chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
In other words,
this is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? Guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. Or. But could it really... You know, something I just thought about. You know, recently with these recordings, we've been having very deep conversations instead of making just jokes. And I think that's cool.
It's like the Joe Rogan podcast, but with anime in the background.
Please never go there.
We just start talking about psychedelics.
Yeah, you're Joe Rogan and I'm Neil deGrasse Tyson. Not literally, but you know. I don't know. I could be a
Nah, you know who you are. You're like.
I don't even know what Neil's
You're Dave
occupation is
Chappelle.
called. I'm Dave Chappelle. I don't know if I want to be Dave Chappelle.
Do you want to walk away from $50 million?
Do I want to be canceled?
Do you want to be canceled because he says some shit about trans people?
Yes.
To be fair, the shit he said wasn't that bad. People
really
just
was.
got. It was actually funny. It was at least creatively funny. Like,
I mean, he said
you can't get too
stuff to the
mad.
contrary. Like, I mean, he's just doing it.
He's saying shit to try and make people laugh. He's not trying to offend anybody.
Well, and if he is, he's offending everyone, which means no offense. You know, technically, it cancels each other.
I mean,
out.
nobody truly wants to offend anybody. They just say shit that they think people will laugh at.
That one. I don't know about. Well,
I mean, like I'm sure everybody realizes that they could offend people, but like their goal is not strictly to offend people.
Yeah.
It's to get people to laugh. That's a comedian's job.
That's exactly.
Whether it be through whether it be through like adult means, like it's still
or it could be
humor.
Gabriel Iglesias. I can never say his name right. Well, the first part I can always say Iglesias, but Gabriel Iglesias. Gabriel Iglesias.
Gabriel.
He's a legendary comedian and has, I don't really think, ever offended anybody besides maybe a specific person, because he doesn't do that. You know, he just doesn't. But could it really happen in real life and right before our very eyes like this?
hey,
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? I am Tutorial. Welcome. Let me tell you about locked room murders. Sure. Don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down tutorial. I just thought of Undertale, yeah. When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or a simple mechanism. There is a number of variations. So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
Sometimes they can't read. That's the problem. The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh?
In other words,
basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door or something like that.
however,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have a gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we could probably cross that one off the list.
it's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. And that wouldn't be possible because, you know, Kyoko, Aoi, and Makoto were outside, and the other 3 were elsewhere. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, and then when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible, maybe.
Yeah, that's
I guess it could have
a
been.
possibility.
But the only possibility that leaves there would be Hiro, Toko, or Byakuya.
it's true.
And the
Man,
fourth-
who the fuck was it?
I don't know. Like,
It was Byakuya. It had to have been.
why do you say that?
Because he was so sus of Sakura. Ever since she came out as being the traitor, he was like,
Well, I mean,
no, fuck Sakura.
So was Toko and Hiro, sort of.
Well, I feel like Toko, she's too unhinged to actually be
Yeah, Toko
like
being
to be a
murderer,
killer.
you know,
She's
Toko
like all
being a
talk
murderer.
and no action.
Toko
And
being-
Hiro, he's too stupid to pull anything off. It's gotta be Byakuya.
Well, I mean, no, Toko could have committed the murder. Genocide Jack could not. Remember that. They're 2 different people, technically. They don't have the same memories. Genocide Jack does not kill women, first of all. Toko doesn't have any rules like that. So it could be Toko. It could be. That could be a clever trick. Byakuya, he almost seems too obvious and too important to die. You know? I don't think he'd be killed off in Chapter 4. Maybe Chapter 5. You know?
Yeah, I guess.
Hiro would be the least suspected person. Well, up... you know, less suspected. Aoi.
Yeah, maybe it'll wind up being him.
Aoi would be the... just... I mean, she did find the body. Aoi committing the murder would be the craziest. And Kyoko is too valuable. She's a detective, and Makoto's the main character. So really, it's between Hiro and Aoi for me, you know? And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room.
In other words,
By that I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Do you think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. And Kyoko, which one of those 4 choices seems the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. This is like a tutorial. I don't know what's happening right now. Nobody speaks like this. That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until we figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to constantly investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Okay, so we got these people here. What is this? It's a little rapper? Okay, it's a rapper. It's like some kind of rapper?
Huh?
Is that Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne? Oh, why? Asahina.
That's...
Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well,
yeah. I mean, I gave it to her.
I killed her with it.
It's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. It cannot be Makoto. It cannot be at all Makoto or Kyoko. Because they were together the whole time during the murder.
Yeah, they're getting the sexual attention on.
Yeah, that's right.
It's so thick you could cut it with a knife.
Yeah. I made so many jokes. So you gave her that candy? So you gave that candy to Sakura? Yes, I poisoned it beforehand.
Hell yes.
Big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them.
Yeah, that would actually be a good way to kill this one. Like, it's a fake locked room, and they actually poisoned her previous to this. You know, that would be interesting. Hey, here we are, Sahina.
Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them.
Okay, so that's in yellow. So nobody else could get the candies. I don't know why. Nobody
else.
You really like them that much?
'cause, I mean...
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her.
I think that would be a crazy thing if Aoi actually killed Sakura using the candy. That might be...
There was a razor blade in it?
No, not a razor blade. She poisoned the candy.
Wait, no, it could have been a razor blade because she vomited up a bunch of blood, right? The razor blade could have cut into her stomach.
True, and she would definitely die that way. Because, I mean, if your stomach gets ripped open, then you're gonna die because it's gonna melt all your other organs. That is a possibility.
That's a fucking horrible way to die, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That's actually what the Black Death did. It just melted people's organs.
Yeah, it liquefied their organs, right?
Yeah, which is horrifying. Imagine if COVID did that.
Yeah. Ugh.
I don't think there would be
Hell
any
no.
I don't think there would be any
I mean, it liquefies your lungs, that's for sure.
Florida wouldn't exist anymore.
That's so true. Fuck Florida. Fuck Florida, man. That place is just it's different. It hits different. It hits so different.
It hits people different. Yes, it does. Hits people with swords.
It hits people with swords, machetes, bath salts, and hurricanes. Yeah, and gators.
Did you say bath salts? Why?
Yeah, bath salts. Did you not hear about that Florida man who fucking like was on bath salts, like ripped someone out of their car on the highway and like started eating their face off? This happened a few years ago.
I believe it too.
It was some real shit.
I mean, you can't make that one up.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking horrifying to think about.
Yeah.
But that shit happened. Like, you gotta process that.
Somebody has less of a face now thanks to the bath salts Florida man.
They got that good bathtub shit. Decided to eat somebody's face off.
Anyways, back to
Owie, Asahina.
But now, they've lost all their flavor.
Hina. Polka dot candy wrapper has been added to the tree bullets. Broken glass, looks like. It looks like a flower, but I think it's, yeah, shards of glass. Shards of glass.
Looking at you through the glass.
Around the
Don't know how much time has passed.
chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? That must have originally been a bottle. Okay, glass shards on the floor. There's something else on the ground near the glass. As a figure, it fits in the palm of my hand. The Monokuma horse.
Oh shit, I'm getting a call. I'll be right back.
He's getting a call. God damn. And is that there? As we talk to Kyoko.
However,
but for Sakura to have been killed. Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
it's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly. They would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. Okay, so that sort of eliminates Byakuya and Toko, because I feel like she would have maybe been on edge around them. Still, candidate, Aoi is a candidate, very clear. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So...
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take it to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can, it's got a label that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all kinds of health stuff. She must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
Just a second.
That's strange. Huh? What is?
Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window that I broke to get inside, but the things over it. So that I only know things.
correct.
But yeah, but they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Why does that matter?
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue? I'm not sure I see how. Because either
No,
that
trust the
kind of-
process.
What?
I said trust the process, mate.
Trust Kyoko. Blindly follow Kyoko wherever you go, Makoto. Okay? That's a general rule of life. Follow your wife, okay? Anyways.
Do
so
your wife's bidding.
So either that's not the glass he broke, or that was placed there earlier. Or later. Do your wife's bidding. Do your detective wife's bidding. There is blood over here. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Imagine yourself with the blood stain. Oh, these bottles right here. That's one of the broken ones. There are 4 red bottles lined up.
4 red bottles.
4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. Am I bleeding? No. What I'm wondering is how they get those figures inside the bottles.
So...
That's true. It's no different from... It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? You never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
in other words...
So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Yeah, but you know. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things, little by little. The Monokuma bottle is sitting on a shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The rich of the glass probably started out of the bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with the Monokuma bottle, right? Okay, yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
Good job, Makoto. He does have a brain. We learned this now.
He has half a brain, actually. If he had a full brain, he'd be able to piece this all together very quick. But no, he's going at a retard space.
So does that mean Kyoko is the only one with a normal brain? And
I guess.
Kyoko? Like, it doesn't make sense how 13 out of 14 of these people are 13 out of 15 of these people are so incompetent. Like, literally. Well, I guess 2 of them never got to be in a trial. And one of them was the murderer for the first trial. So they never really had to solve a murder. So technically 10 out of 15 of these people are so incompetent. Whatever, I'm going too deep.
Going off the deep end.
I'm going too deep inside of Kyoko. Anyways, the shards of glass and the Monokuma... The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was that weapon. I love your oh.
Uh-oh.
Baka, what do you want to say, Baka?
What do you want? You're bothering me. Go away.
He's not even trying to hide how much he despises me. I better go before he crushes my soul completely. Okay.
Goddamn, why does he hate you so much?
Well, he hates everybody. You know? That's just how he is.
He's an ass.
We already know who did it!
I won't forgive you.
Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro! It had to be one of them!
What? You know, her saying this makes me think it's her.
That's true.
But she loved Sakura a lot, so why would she? Is the question. I didn't understand this. This is a tricky one, if you do say so myself.
I swear to God, if there's actually a razor blade in that chocolate bar.
Chocolate bar? It was like a little piece of candy.
Oh, a little piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
They couldn't stand the sight of her! You agree with me, don't you, Makoto?
Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more.
Then let me help you find out more. You see, them to meet up with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room.
Oh. How do you know that?
What?
Or that could be a lie, and
I think she fibbing.
Is she be fibbing? I mean, we just have to ask one of the other three. I guess.
We have to ask all three of the other three.
True. Yeah, just to be safe. What? Nani?
After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she set off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me... She said she left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon.
By noon. The Monokuma file said she died right around then. Oh.
Ew.
Interesting. That does give some more legitimacy to her theory.
I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her.
So
But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry. She said she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her by force even, this never would have happened.
Hina. The spirit of Sakura appears. Hina. No, Hina, do not be sad.
Do not live in regret, Hina.
What was that? That sounded like a Russian... Oh, that was a babushka.
Do not live in regret, Hina.
Okay. Apparently all Russians sound male.
Hello, I am Russian.
I am Russian grandmother.
I am Russian grandmother.
That's better.
Yeah.
It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. Anyways, at camp, the fact she asked us three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, same time.
And the fact that you blindly believe Aoi.
That might be good to confirm. Okay, there we go. Might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Seems like all of a sudden his brain is developing at a better pace. This is good.
He's actually using big brain. What do you want? You're bothering me.
There's something I'd like to talk to you about.
Make it quick. Holy shit.
Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room?
So you found out. Interesting.
Okay, so she's telling the truth. Then it's true?
I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster?
So you didn't go to see her?
Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all.
Byakuya says he didn't go to see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it is fact.
Come on!
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so it is still possible that Aoi faked those notes. Still possible. We need to go verify other. Can we leave? This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Oh, we have to check Sakura's body. Yeah, you know, that should probably have been the first thing we did. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in her chair. There's obvious evidence of a blow to the head that Sakura suffered. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that That's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So, what could have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Injuries, but not poison. Still. Maybe her getting hit in the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood. Because the same place where the not a chance. But the same place where the protein was is also where there were poisons, right? It was in like a chem lab or something like that. So it's possible.
What if she put her poison in her pre-workout?
Or like they switched the two. I don't know. Yeah, poison in the pre-workout would be more easy to not detect. So we'll go with that. Or harder to detect would be a better way to state that. But whatever. Byakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location.
Interesting.
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree?
No, I don't think I call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to the way she died. What now? I'm confuzzled. Can we leave? Or can we... That. Oh! What is this? Huh? The locker's open and they're on the inside. It's a handprint? Several handprints.
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left a handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding there in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? During all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group?
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not?
Hey.
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh, and it was already open. Okay. Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
Indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? I have no idea. This thing. Same shelf full of magazines, which all different kinds of magazines here. Okay. Anything here? Oh, there's a clock. It's around 1 o'clock right now, according to the Monokuma Fall Sucker down at around 12 noon. So roughly an hour ago. That was when Kyoko and I were... Was that when Kyoko and I were moving Alter Ego? Camera... There's a chair. Oh, the chair they used. The chair was shoved up against the door, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Having examined both the door and the chair, just note that the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. There was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Okay, is that our last piece of evidence?
Listen.
Okay, there we go. Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then...
Then you should go talk to people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll be going my place. She's decided? She's gotten a little more pushy since we had our issue. Preparing for marriage, that's all.
Why is that so true?
But she's right, I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted me to meet with 2 other people. I need to go hear what they have to say. Probably not much, let's be honest here. This is the only way to interrupt. Okay. Can I just leave? Oh, I can just leave. Okay, great. So we're done here. Those other 2 probably went back to the rooms. Oh, well that's very convenient. Thank you. Isn't that very convenient of them to let us teleport back? Yeah, she's a psycho. She should be right here, right? Yeah. I pressed the doorbell. Dong dong. And after a few seconds, oh, they just reused the animation from chapter 2. You know what's smart? I can't deny. The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toga slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
What do you want? You just said you wanted to talk to me about something. I'm just making stutters up now. I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you. What?
Well...
I don't know what you're talking about. Sakura already told me she'd asked to meet with you. With him. What? She wanted to meet with me, Master too? I just said 2, didn't I? I guess now it's just totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So you can tell me. So can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get to know.
She tried to lie.
Why did she try to lie? Actually, suspicious behavior right there. She tried to deny the fact that she was with Sakura, or at least got the note. Oh, really? But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go to see her, but can I really believe her? No, she already lied. Well, until I can prove otherwise, I had no choice but to accept it as fact.
Really, bro?
Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Toko's count's been added to truth bullets. More like lie bullets, but that's besides the point. Celeste, come back.
Released.
Chihiro.
Come back, Chihiro.
All these dead people. Sakura, Leon, little Shaggy, got Hifumi down here. Anyways, Hero. Hero's all alone down here now. Jeez. Very secluded. Easy murder. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What? How'd you know about that?
also suspicious. Why are they worried about it? See, Byakuya wasn't worried about him finding out about that. But these other two really are. What if two people took down Sakura together?
Oh.
Since she's so beastly.
She's so big and grizzly.
Is that allowed?
Yeah, that's allowed.
Actually, no, it's not. Well, it's allowed, but only one of them gets the murder. Gets claimed for the murder. So, like, an accomplice doesn't get credit for the murder. Only the murderer does. That's
Yeah,
how,
the
like,
accomplice is just an accomplice.
that's how the, but I don't know. I don't know how it would work if they both are actively trying to murder her at the same time, instead of just setting it up.
Could it be?
Whoa! Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? What?
Hero says
But
stuff.
I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too.
What? Then when did Sakura tell you that?
What? What?
Well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course.
But it was a note. But didn't she write you a note?
Yeah, a note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person. And she haven't mentioned any of the others like a person.
But she slipped it on the door, according to Aoi. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong.
No way! I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that?
Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt, and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then.
While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you?
Do I still have it? Let's see.
I've stored it in my hair. Let me pull it out. Give me a second. Oh, there's a toothbrush.
I put it up my ass. Let me check.
Hiro is feeling around his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore.
Really? I doubt that. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh? Oh no. Look at that.
It's the same wrapper.
It's the wrapper. Huh?
Huh?
Oh!
What?
I did hear. Okay. Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, there's a bit of trash I forgot to throw out.
Trash.
More like
what?
evidence.
Evidence.
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me.
Before waiting to reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that it was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Pocket trash. So okay, so we've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about that protein can on the floor of the rec room. Chem lab. So where should I start? Let's see, map. On the map. On the map.
On the map, on the map.
Where's the chem lab? Okay, there's the chem lab right there. There's the chem. Oh,
What?
Hello, Baka.
Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way.
Okay, Baka. Yeah, I got it.
I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand.
Okay, I don't care. There's footprints.
You a bitch. You a bitch, Byakuya.
This is my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it, and not at the stuff on the floor. Looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. More important right now is that powder okay that's been spilled in front of the shelf. What's that powder? I have to be careful not to step in it.
Oh.
There's a broken
It's
bottle
rat
on the
poison.
shelf. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? Label on it. Chem C4.
Would you like to hear something interesting?
I gave Sakura that poison myself.
I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this.
Yeah, I was preparing for the poison. And this powder must have been
So,
spilled.
in other words...
That's right. It only could have been around the time of the incident.
If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Source of the powder. Footprints. These are footprints, and they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints? Oh.
How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan.
By we, do you mean me?
How kind of you to offer!
Wow. What an insufferable smirk. He handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go! Chop chop!
Okay. Poor Makoto. So I got to work, and before long I drawn up a sketch of the room. I don't know why nobody's killed him yet. So how's this?
Not bad. For you, I mean.
He has baby hands. For me,
I see.
When you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. No shit.
You could have just said that by looking at it.
They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
Okay, good for you.
I
Smarty.
see.
These footprints must be...
It's certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours?
No.
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said.
I see. Your feet do appear to be too big.
Okay, that literally probably only leaves Aoi. To be honest, definitely not Sakura. Definitely not Byakuya. And Aoi and Makoto are the shortest people alive, so I'm assuming it's
And
Aoi.
apparently, Makoto has huge feet or something.
Or they're just not, or they're just a little bit too big. Because I mean, Aoi can have small feet, and it couldn't. Okay, so it can't be. Okay, regardless, it can't be Makoto. It can't be Kyoko. Sakura obviously not, because she would be way too big. Byakuya, I feel like would be way too big. Hiro probably has giant feet. It could be Toko, and it could be Aoi.
Hero with them Bigfoot feet. Walking around looking like Sasquatch.
I feel like all the male's feet would be too big, anyways. Regardless. So.
Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to.
These prints are a really valuable clue. I would assume Allie.
Crack.
Let's see what's on this shelf. Crack. All kinds
Crack
of
is on
dietary
this
supplements
shelf.
and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. And the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. Well, there seems to be C9 right here. So I guess we consider this part shelving unit section A. Huh? But wait! There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. The poison section. Could someone have put it there on accident? What's in here? I'm assuming the poisons. On this shelf is one look can tell us nothing but dangerous chemicals. Probably like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I can consider this part of the shelving unit section C, and I guess this could be. On this shelf is a bunch of chemicals that have no idea what they are. Okay.
Reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Holy fuck.
God. Isn't it kind of harsh?
What?
What? Do you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
Maybe science, but mathematics, no.
That's fine.
Mathematics, yes.
Basic mathematics, yes. Like, up to about 5th grade, and then you're done.
Geometry, too, in certain careers.
Geometry and, like, money. It's like the
Finance.
taxes.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well.
Oh, God.
But he has the ultimate luck. He's the ultimate lucky student.
You wanna know who is not a loser at all?
Who?
Celeste.
I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, she lost,
She lost her.
at the
She
end.
lost her face.
She lost her streak at the end of her life, but other than that, nah. She was definitely not a loser. Anyways. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers are on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about the shelf. I can try to find out more about the shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A is dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. And what concerns me is that in Section A there was a bottle with a label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on here.
Yeah, it's telling me that somebody mixed the protein powder with some chemical C9 or something.
I guess that makes sense. What else is there in here? There's the footprints. Is it just like the poison itself? There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave the footprint. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. Looks like the bottle was like Chem C4. Also looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the footprints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Footprints on the powder. From what it looks like, they actually went to the seashell first. Spilled, like, dropped that bottle, spilled it all over, and then went to A shelf. I've already taken a good look at the cam lab. Maybe I should take another look around the room directly. Okay, we are nearly done with this investigation.
That's nice.
That is quite nice, sir.
This is quite good. Quite good.
Instead of taking like 2.5 hours to do an investigation, we only need an hour. Isn't that just wonderful?
Very
Seriously.
cool.
Seriously took forever. Like in chapter 2, that was one of her longest videos ever.
Oh well, at least we got through faster this time. Hey.
Samakoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko that Toko and Hiro had told me. What Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
I see. So, along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go secret. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Two people must be lying, actually.
I think it's Hiro. He's lying.
Well, both Toko and Hiro were lying.
Yeah, that's also very possible. Byakuya could be lying too. Fuck.
I don't think
It could
so.
be a triple murder.
Triple murder. Yep, there goes the rest of the cast. It's only Kyoko, Makoto, and Ali left. Someone's lying?
Anyway,
Well, I've made some progress on my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the molecular balls. These three things have real new clues. You'd do well to look them over one more time. Okay, give this. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't gonna help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey,
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body? There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. She's strange. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to, and really horny for.
Hey, yo.
Although there's still sometimes I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't do it.
it's true.
That's totally normal. I'm just not. Then how can you?
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? I'm a necrophiliac, Makoto. I warned you.
I hate my life.
Sorry, never mind. I'm definitely not planning to murder you for my own, uses.
hey,
Uses.
Uses. More importantly, look here. Her shoes? Oh, it's the powder.
That's the toxic powder.
correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Yellow powder.
Hey,
Next is the wound.
It's
to
her
head.
footprints.
No, because hers are way too big to be smaller than Makoto's. And it's on top of her shoe, too. Think about that.
Oh, true.
Not on the bottom. Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So, let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow. What? Oh, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows, one
Indeed.
from Toko, one from Hiro, or something like that. Maybe? Would that make sense? Because if it was two, Sakura wouldn't let two blows happen from the same person. So I'm thinking both Toko and Hiro took a strike at her. Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Kyoko's examination summary. Can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. It was just in the bottles? I think Kyoko said she found it included all the molecule bottles. There's 2 bottles missing. Something new, something new.
Hey.
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. A correlation, like pawn, bishop, like pawn,
like
bishop,
2 missing bottles.
pawn, rook, right? Is that what it's called? Rook? Pawn, rook, knight, bishop, king, queen? Or king, king?
Yeah.
Or queen, king, something like that. Hey Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
So...
I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions, so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. That's not just because you don't trust me, right? No comment. No answer? I do trust you to a degree, otherwise I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree? That is sad.
Wow.
Hey.
He needs to climb up this trust ladder so they can get it on.
What was it? It was remember Sayaka? Remember when she could have been the source of our jokes? Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. And Chihiro even.
Not really. They would have just been good friends. Chihiro's too wholesome for that. Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
Anyway...
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine, and that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
So then...
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. Well, I'm gonna try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I'd better just do it. Happy wife, happy life, am I right? I took the room and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces.
They say a girl likes a clean house.
A clean murder. A clean crime scene. Just as I finished up. Sorry to keep you waiting.
So then...
Is everything okay? Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words...
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're gonna use it to compare weights. Oh, interesting. Okay. Compare the weights of what? The piece of glass you collected and the one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
See if the weight adds
Listen.
up.
Yeah. First, let's compare the weight of two of the normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced.
In other words...
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
So then,
Now here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll be balanced out or the pieces I collect will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there, so I assume they'll be heavy.
so then,
Okay, then let's give it a try. Yeah. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I
It's
knew
in a
it.
bag.
It's a plastic bag that it doesn't weigh anything.
It weighs something, but probably not that much, no.
Not that much to make a difference. Just as I thought. What?
In other words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together.
hey,
And I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all I need. And then the magazine. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Pokemon. Huh? This magazine is upside down. Someone put it back that way on accident?
hey,
If something catches your eye, it's more important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, explore it in detail, Makoto. Gosh. Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped it through it.
Uh-oh.
Hey, interesting.
Taka?
Toko.
Oh, Toko.
Not Taka. Taka is dead.
It looks like it says Taka. Look at the sticks on the A.
I know, I understand, but no, Taka's been dead for a year now. In real time. It's been almost a
R.I.P.
year.
Taka.
What?
I said R.I.P. Taka. You will be missed.
Will he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because I say that.
Okay.
Because.
This is on one of the pages near the center of the magazine. A word has been written in bold, bloody letters. It says Taka. Could this be? Taka's not dead? A dying message?
correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this?
How do you? Why are you asking her like she knows?
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used a finger to write it. You know, I don't think they would make it that easy again. They did it in Chapter 1 because it was the first chapter, obviously. But in Chapter 4, they definitely wouldn't make it that easy. So what I'm thinking is that Hiro tried to frame Toko with that magazine.
Maybe.
And used Sakura's blood, like on that little puddle right there, to write the message. A dying message.
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking.
Is that... It says Toko, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
What the heck? Good shit to killer! What?
What was that? So that obviously eliminates Toko, because they wouldn't make it that obvious. I'm thinking Hiro. It's between Hiro or Aoi, for me. Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I won't forgive you.
It's settled. She's the killer for sure. It's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer.
I can see why you think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Magazine dying message. Oh, it's ding dong bing bong time.
Ding dong, bing bong.
Huh?
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake.
Wow.
Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. It is time. Go through the red door. Look how few people are left. This is everyone.
That's depressing.
That is depressing. And half of them are assholes. 2 of them. Monokuma made his announcement and everyone began to meet up one after another. And then... the ultimate martial artist! I don't know what's with the faces, a locked room murder mystery!
What?
What the... Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons! Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss it in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're a picnic and you find a dead body. XD!
This is just plain creepy. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Well?
And how about the reverse? Phew. No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it looks super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends?
What?
That's right. That does make it seem sad.
I can't wait!
And now then, please get on the elevator. I'll see you all down there.
What the fuck? The Goofy joined the call?
What?
The Goofy joined the fucking call?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I killed them.
I killed them, Mickey.
Goofy, you did not kill them. Mickey loves you very much. Do not admit to killing those 22 children at that birthday party.
But I did. I killed them. Yeah.
I killed all of them. Yeah.
They're dead. Yeah.
God, you do that so well. I hate it.
They're dead, Mickey. Yeah.
What the hell was that? That was Goofy, of course.
I don't get it. That was
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean!
Yeah, I was about to say.
I didn't murder anyone!
I was like, okay, Hero.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
Well, I mean, you literally are one.
Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough.
You would think Toko would have been executed, you know, when she was found out she was Genocide Jack, being that Genocide Jack has murdered thousands. But you know,
Didn't murder anyone in the groups.
yeah, I guess. I mean, Monokuma probably likes that, to be honest, that she's murdered thousands.
Because there can be no doubt, one of us is the culprit.
The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know, and yet someone killed her. And that person is here? That person is one of us? I mean, the most likely person to be able to get some overpower on her is Hiro. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close, and felt it begin its sinister descent. Look at the empty elevator. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clinking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really?
This is kind of depressing.
That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that it's like not your fault that we're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less per classmate again, or will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Now then, are you ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. God, I hate that. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Save the data. Actually, no, don't save the data. Stop. Set skills real quick. And influence. Increases the influence gauge by 5. Lost in thought, cool and composed, crystal prediction, melodious voice. Oh yeah, I don't think we've seen increases the time limit for each phase. Effective during the class trial, that's good. Steadies your aim a little. Yeah. Crystal prediction decreases an argument to 3 statements or less. Effective during the non-stop debate in the bullet time battle final strike.
Your mom.
Melodious voice. This is the one from Sayaka. Well, pretty much, we're ready to go for the trial in episode 52. But without a further ado, everyone, the Llama Trader's out. Have a nice day. See you all in the next one. Bye-bye.